Okay, let's get this thing started. Holy shit, that's an intimidating tile screen. Okay, Darth Diddler, perfect. Okay, but for real, let's do the canon version, Mitra Surik. It's a light side female, literally. Okay, the prologue starts with T3 M4 stranded in space, and everyone unconscious or dead, including the main character, who's unconscious, and you have to go save everybody by fixing the ship and going to Paragus. So you really just start the game, you wake up, find your ass in a Kotor tank, you go to the morgue, and you commit some grave robbery, and this old lady scolds you.
Find what you're looking for amongst the dead.
Then you meet the old Republic version of Han Solo.
Nice outfit. What, you miners change regulation uniforms while I've been in here? Then you showed up in your underwear and things got a lot better. All I heard was Revan returned to pay Malik back for trying to kill her in the first place. You know women.
This is one of the better sequel mechanics where you just say in dialogue what happened the first game and it makes it canon. That's pretty cool.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I just hoped Revan was a woman.
After freeing Aden and making communication with T3, he gives us access to the dormitory level in the mine shaft. Then we meet a HK-50 unit.
5 droids, burning through the outer door. They're forcing their way into the bay. Please, someone! Oh no, they're through! Oh, my leg! They're burning through my leg!
That's about time. I lost your signal after you left the mining tunnels. Now you're coming in clear.
Except I'm picking you up on the exterior of the facility. On the asteroid's surface. That can't be right.
I'm outside, bitch.
Huh? What are you doing out there?
I had to get to the other side of the facility. You bitch.
You're crazy, even for a Jedi. I don't believe this. There's a ship coming in, sending a docking code. I have a bad feeling about this.
And probably we get one of the most scariest ass things in Star Wars. This is creepy as hell. Then after whatever the hell that was, we learn how everyone in the facility got killed.
What's happening to the ventilation system?
Not gonna lie, this game is dark, even for Star Wars. So then we find out this guy named Korta and his guys teamed up with the maintenance officer to flood the facility full of gas and escape with the Jedi and sell them to the exchange.
Maybe the two of us could work something out.
It doesn't matter what we work out. We wouldn't make one hyperspace jump before what's left of the Republic was on us.
If you have a way off this station, I can cover our tracks.
Since when did the maintenance officer grow some horns?
Then the maintenance officer, who's just actually HK-50, betrays Korta.
You! Why are you doing this? Why me? You. It was never about you. You are a risk, Korta. You are impulsive, crude, and soon, deceased.
Hawking query. Korta, are you dead yet? Smug statement.
After that, we meet with Aden and Kreia. Then we try to get to the Harbinger.
Master, perhaps I did not enunciate clearly the last time we spoke. I suggested that you should shut down, stay put, and wait for rescue. Failing, Master.
After one cart smoke later, we finally get to the Harbinger. And this place is creepy as hell. What's going on? Nah, I don't play that. No, this BDSM corpse is scaring the hell out of me.
This battle is mine alone. I am not defenseless.
Well, okay, it was nice knowing you.
He cannot kill what he cannot see, and power has blinded him long ago. Run. I shall be along shortly.
You are difficult to kill.
For one as limited as you, perhaps. To have fallen so far and learned nothing, that is your failing.
Failure is yours. No longer do your whispers crawl within my skull. No longer do I suffer beneath teachings that weaken us. And now you run in search of the Jedi. They are all dead, save one. And one broken Jedi cannot stop the darkness that is to come.
Perhaps we shall see.
What's wrong? Are you alright? Damn it, hold on, it's only a little farther.
So after having a panic attack, we meet with T3 and finally make it to the ship.
Let's get out of here! Somebody shut that trash compactor up!
Okay, from what I've gathered, the events that take place before the game are confusing as hell, but the Exile gets picked up on the Harbinger on their way to Telos on the request of Carthonasi, then intercepts a Sith warship attacking the Ebon Hawk. Then the Harbinger boards the Sith warship, finds everybody dead, but then the Sith assassins just sneak onto it. Then they go into the Ebon Hawk, find everybody dead, possibly Krea's faking dead, and find T3 damaged. And also during this time, this HK-50 unit is killing everybody on the Harbinger also so it can get the bounty on the Jedi. And somehow Scion, being alive, breaks out of his Kotor tank and kills everybody on the Harbinger with his assassins and tries to look for the Exile. But I think by this time, Krea or the HK-50 unit takes them on the Ebon Hawk and tries to escape. But the HK-50 unit gets stuck in the cargo room and Krea gets put in a hibernated state. And so T3-M4 fixes the ship good enough so it can make it to Paragus. And that's how we start at the beginning of the game. After finally making it to the Ebon Hawk, we ask Krea about the Sith Lords, and she tells us that she used to be one.
Ambition and hunger for power. There are techniques within the Force against which there is no defense. I was cast down, stripped of my power, exiled. I suffered indignities and fell into darkness. Learn from me, my mistakes, and use that knowledge to become greater than I. That is all I ask of you, and that is all I desire.
After that, we finally make it to Telos, which was a planet that was mentioned in the first game.
Oh, here comes the welcoming party. They may not know what happened, so don't blow it.
I'm Lieutenant Gren, Telos Security Force. I'm under orders to take you into custody in regards to the destruction of the Paragus mining facility. You will be placed under house arrest pending the results of our investigation.
After that, we're put into prison, and then some random assassin guy comes and we kill him. Then we find out he impersonated a prison guard.
2 officers will be stationed outside at all times. Again, I'll clear any visitors. There won't be another incident.
But just to be on the safe side, why don't you leave us a blaster or two?
Get out! Let's go.
Excuse me, you have a caller. Moza. Lieutenant Gren's cleared him if you'd like to speak with him. Very well.
There's 2 ways to play each planet. There's the dark side and light side. With the Forians, it's the light side. With the Zerka Corporation, the ones from the first game that did, slavery, it's the dark side. And while we're in house arrest, someone jacks our ship.
That it has been stolen, and the TSF records have been illegally accessed and modified.
I knew it! That stupid T3 unit stole our ship. It's probably joyriding through the system right now, laughing at us, laughing at me.
That is unlikely.
Meanwhile...
And for this, I chose to do the light side, so you gotta go pick up a droid for the Forians and not give it to Zerka. Then you have to go talk to the exchange and either kill them or get them to back off. And then you have to hack into the Zerka system, steal their files, and give it to the cops. Then the Forians give you a ship so you can GTFO out of here.
Citadel Station, this is Admiral Carthonasi of the Republic Cruiser Sojourn.
Admiral Onasi? This is Lieutenant Gren.
The Republic has decided not to detain the Exile and adopt a wait-and-see approach.
The Exile? Then...
Like I said, we'll talk more when I arrive.
Looks like we will.
And while trying to get out of Telos to meet the Thorian contact Beadora, we get shot down. And somehow Beadora finds us.
General, you must be in shock from the crash.
No, I just forgot about your existence. Now we go for the Telos surface and make it in the Zerka base. Kill this guy, it's optional.
We have arrived too late.
Then we fight the specific Rimass robot and leave out of the base. So then the HK droids track us down, shoot down the shuttle, and then we have to confront them. Then we go into this random winter base in Telos. Then we find the people who stole our ship, and they take our stuff again.
I did not expect to see you again after the day of your sentencing. I thought you had taken the exile's path, wandering the galaxy. Yet you have returned. Why?
Look, I just want my ship.
Your ship? Ah, the Ebon Hawk. It is not your ship. Unless you are admitting to the destruction of the Paragus mining facility.
Give me my damn ship.
We're having some trouble with the Navicomputer, but I think with your cooperation, willing or otherwise...
Listen, I just want my ship. Give me my damn ship.
Again, you insist it is your ship. But it has had many owners, which I'm sure you are aware. You have no claim over it. Even if you did, the destruction you have already caused demands that you be tried and punished for what you have done.
Give me the damn ship, now!
Take your ship, then. I don't care where you go, just leave this place.
Did you find what you came for?
Yeah, I got the ship back.
The ship? That is not what I meant.
So then we get our companions and leave, but we find out T-Free downloaded a holo recording of us getting kicked out of the Jedi Order.
As Revan summoned you, so have you come full circle to return to the Jedi.
Why did you defy us? The Jedi are guardians of the peace, and have been for centuries. This call to war undermines all that we have worked for.
Is Revan your master now? Or is it the horror you wrought at...
You are exiled, and you are a Jedi no longer.
There is one last thing. Your lightsaber. Surrender it to us.
Those Jedi sure like their secrets, don't they?
I have come to join you. I can help you against this threat.
Depending on which gender you choose for the game, male you get Handmaiden, female you get Disciple. Either way, they're both Sims. But Handmaiden, out of all the companions, has the most full-centered story, especially when making her a Jedi. And unlike the other companions, there are consequences for her becoming one.
Betrayal. Betrayal?
Mistress?
She has betrayed me. The last of your sisters has betrayed me. Betrayed us. She is your sister no more. She does not travel with the exile. Instead, she has chosen to walk the path of the Jedi.
Then we arrive at Nar Shaddaa, the biggest crime capital even in modern-day Star Wars. So then we see this guy named Godo who put the bounty on us, and all his bounty hunters he hired to get us.
Perhaps you have heard that the Jedi comes to Nar Shaddaa.
You there!
Uh-oh.
What's with you? Letting that piece of junk sink its struts into my landing pad.
Johnny said I could park it here.
Yeah? Well, this is the first I've heard of it. Hutts don't do business down there. This is exchange territory.
Then, after giving this refugee money, Craig gives us a philosophy lesson why doing good or bad things sucks.
Thank you, stranger. I won't forget your kindness.
Why did you do such a thing? Such kindnesses will mean nothing. His path is set. Giving him what he has not earned is like pouring sand into his hands. An act of kindness may have more severe repercussions than you know. Seeing another elevated often brings the eyes of others who suffer.
After going around Nar Shaddaa doing some good things or some evil things, we run into this guy who says he used to piloted the Ebon Hawk.
Hey, I saw that ship you flew in on. My ship.
Your ship? I'd lay off the spice if I were you. That's our ship, not yours.
Was I talking to you? I tell you, that ship's mine.
Do you know how many hours of gameplay I put in to get that ship?
It's the Ebon Hawk, isn't it?
Fuck
off. It was
off.
stolen from me during a routine run in the Mid-Rim, near the close of the Mandalorian Wars. We'll see about that.
Let me shoot him in the back. No one has to know.
After doing some more evil things or good things on Nar Shaddaa, we find out these pirates got mad because we took their landing pad and they took over our ship. And after mowing through all the pirates, we go to the pirate leader and either kill him or just say he works for us now, and he does it.
Look, there's been a misunderstanding. The ship, it's all yours. Consider it a gift, all right? Didn't know you were messing with Red Eclipse slavers. Guess those stories about the Hawk being a cursed vessel are true.
Then right after that, all our companions are knocked out, and we have to fight this random person who breaks into the ship.
My lightsaber. You've destroyed it. I yield, Master. It is as I heard through the Force.
I'm not going to kill you.
I have nothing to offer you.
Now I've seen everything. This woman, she's a Miraluka. I didn't think any were left in this part of the galaxy.
What happened to them?
I heard they had a colony on the Midrim, almost halfway between Onderon and Dantooine. Then, it wasn't there anymore. The whole planet was wiped out. Nothing left alive. No one knows why.
What happened to the people there?
Well, it was a planet of her people. If they see through the Force, who knows? If they're all Force sensitive, maybe they all saw something through the Force that we can't see, and they left before it happened. Or maybe it killed them. I heard that some of their kind become Jedi, but a Sith? That's a new one.
Okay, I want to give a little lore breakdown right here. Nihilus is Vitras's master, and he's the one who destroyed her homeworld by eating it, and she was the only survivor on it, finding her there. And that most of the Jedi Council was meeting there to decide what to do for the Sith Red, and he went there and killed them all, and then sent her to kill us. There's a pretty cool video on YouTube. I can't show it for copyright reasons, but you guys should see it. Okay, yeah, whatever, I'm bored, I'm out. Then we get a call from this dude named Visquis to meet him at his cantina.
Watch yourself, and don't be too long. I'll keep an eye out here until you return. And I know just the place.
Then we get confronted by this bounty hunter named Mira. Then we as Adam get confronted by Twilight bounty hunters and we have to kill them. Then we go for the Jektar. Visquis and this evil bounty hunter named Hanhar are doing their evil monologue crap. After talking to Visquis, he admits that he was going to betray Goto, so Goto finds out and has him killed.
While the Jedi remains on Nar Shaddaa, my eyes shall watch her.
Then we are taken to Goto's starship. After Hanhar gets defeated by Mira, Kree resurrects him and says go to Malachor and defeat Mira again. At this point, we do a full-ass Ocean's 11 style type of heist thing, where we sell T3 into robot slavery so it can hack Voga the Hutt's orbital ship codes and so we can get to Goto's yacht. So you have to do some assassinations to other droids and make friends on Voga's warehouse to help you get the orbital codes.
Oh, I see. Well, that will show him. Obsolete piece of junk indeed. Yes, of course. I'll get that open right away.
And you also have to do a dumbass counterclockwise system puzzle.
Who are you? You're not supposed to be here.
Confident statement. You have the list of Voga's launch codes. You will give these to us now.
Revenge is mine!
Wait, where are you going? You are not authorized to leave the warehouse.
Too late, bitch. Peace out. After we get the codes, we meet with Goto.
I was expecting someone taller.
And I was expecting someone who doesn't look like they need to stay away 50 yards from a Chuck E. Cheese every time they go by it. After that, we choose 2 companions and board Goto's yacht, then escape Goto's yacht with the exile, then leave Goto's yacht to let it explode. So Mira joins the crew, and also Goto for some reason, to protect his business interests. Then we find the Jedi Master Zezkael, and he goes to Dantooine. Then after all that, we finally make it to Alderaan.
The Ebon Hawk. I was told to expect your arrival. I don't know your business on Onderon, but it ends here.
Then we get attacked by the Onderon militia and land on the planet of Duxn, next to Onderon. After traveling around Duxn, we finally meet the Mandalorians. Yes, the kind from the show. Then we meet Mandalore, who somehow sounds like Candace from the first game, but that can't be right, and he tells us to go out and get prestige. And then he'll take us to Onderon. After getting prestige and getting ready to go to Onderon, the Sith attack us, and we have to kill them all. Then we go to Onderon. After making it to Onderon, we go find Mandalore's contact, Dagon Gent, who can get us an audience with the Jedi.
This is Dagon Gent's place. He's not the best doctor you'll ever meet, but he's well connected in this city. Doesn't look like he's here right now.
You looking for Dagon? You're not gonna find him. A soldier captain was murdered at the cantina real good. They got some suspects.
So now we're doing a full murder mystery thing, talking all over Onderon, seeing what happened that night.
Dagon Gent didn't do it.
How do you know?
Because he was with me at the time.
So after doing the full murder mystery questline, we finally get Dagon Gent out of prison.
Still intend to go through with it. I can schedule the meeting with your Jedi Master as soon as you like.
You must have gone through a lot to arrange this meeting. The palace is at full battle readiness. Smuggling in a message is no small task.
After finally meeting with Kavar, we get interrupted.
Imagine my delight to discover you were on Isis. Quite careless, if you ask me. Get them, men, and watch your aim. Civilian casualties cause a mess of paperwork.
I must return to the palace. I'll get word to you when I'm able. Run!
What have you done to my men? Blast! Men, take care of her. I won't let Kavar escape.
It's gonna be tough to avoid hitting innocents in this crowded cantina.
Bro, why are you and Tobin wearing the same uniform? After that, we have to fight our way out of the cantina and get off Onderon. And finally, we get to Korriban from the first game to find Master Lonavash. So we gotta go through Korriban to the Sith Academy.
She is here. Find her.
After 7 hours trying to navigate this place, we finally find out what happened to Lonavash.
So this is who we came here to find? Looks like this has been a big, dangerous waste of time.
If you had the M478 plan installed, Lonavash's story wouldn't end here. She would go to the Sith colony M478 to fight the Sith. And you can just help recruit her and ask her to go to Dantooine, but she has no voice lines for that segment. It's a very okay mod. It's worth trying at least once, and I thought it was pretty decent.
Did you come here for answers? There are none. The one who travels with you will destroy you, as she did me. I can end it before it begins.
Scion, he cannot be defeated. He is not a beast of flesh and blood. This is not a battle that can be won. Flee.
Do not harm her. I command it. She has earned this.
Now we finally go to the Shyrat cave from the first game and find a secret tomb.
The power I felt coming through the cave is just ahead. I believe you are strong enough to explore the tomb ahead. This tomb has not been plundered. Its mysteries may still be intact, but so might its traps. Take great caution.
What is that? Can't go any further.
I just can't move forward. Can you do this without me?
Then you go through a Christmas Carol type scenario, seeing the past, present, and future moments of the exile's life.
Do not heed the words of the Jedi Council. The Republic will fall if we do not act now. Already the Mandalorians have taken 3 systems along the Rim. They will only grow more powerful with time. Come stand with me.
But usually most of the time you have to fight these guys, but there's some dialogue options that make it easier. The second vision is one during the Mandalorian Wars, where you have to help the soldiers or let them all die. Then we get to the third trial, where we meet the dark side version of Kreia.
You've revisited the dark moments of your past, and now you must face the present.
Get away from her! She's a dark Jedi.
Atten, I've had enough of your snide contempt.
Hey, what's the commotion here?
Stay out of this, Beodor. This is a personal dispute between Atten and myself.
You're threatening Atten with a lightsaber, and I'm supposed to just stay out of it? No.
The 3 of you would challenge me? You sorely underestimate the power of the Force.
Think again, Kreia. Your dark influence will end.
Your friends are all arrayed against me. Will you stand for this?
I don't want anything to do with this.
So you will do nothing? Apathy is death. Worse than death. Because at least a rotting corpse feeds the beasts and insects.
Apathy is death.
Apathy is death.
Apathy is death.
Statement. Apathy is death.
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 Then all the companions, including Kreia, try and fight you. You have to defeat them and go to the next trial. Then we go to the final trial, where we see Revan and a dark side version of ourselves, and we have to fight them. The dark side version is pretty simple to fight, just a mirrored version of yourself, but Revan is hard. Actually hard to defeat.
As I said, the dark side is very strong here. It tests you.
After the trials, we get full force net energy and experience. Then we get a message from Kelborn and make our way back to Duxn. So Kelborn says the Sith are planning to attack Onderon, and they also have a secret Sith temple on Duxn, so we have to go there first and kill them all.
Break the ritual now. You're too late. We have done what needed to be done. Soon, Onderon shall fall, and with it, the Republic shall die.
Then we kill those bitches, then we make it to Onderon. After killing a lot of people in the name of self-defense, we finally get to the palace.
Will you just die already? You will go no further than this.
Bitch, you made this more tedious than the ending for Squid Game Season 2.
You're too late. Our pet beast is about to breach the force field to the throne room. The Queen will be dead in moments.
Watch out! I've lost control of the beast!
Yeet!
Oh, blast it all!
R.I.P. dumbass. After we get to the throne room, we get a big-ass sword fight. Then we see the longest form of breath control ever.
Just for your ambition, Vaklu. The Republic, ISIS, everything.
That is a gross simplification, Talia. Change is a painful process. A price must be paid. But Onderon will have a new destiny. One larger than you could imagine.
After being Vaklu, we get to decide his fate. Execution or trial.
You will stand trial, Vaklu. Take him away.
Then Kreia does some more betrayal crap and resurrects Tobin.
God, awaken, Colonel Tobin. Your part in this is not over. Colonel Tobin, I am with Vaklu. The war has gone against him. He sent me to rescue you, to tell you you must make haste off-planet. The Jedi have struck. They had a secret academy buried on Telos, and they are showing themselves at last. We are all in danger.
What? But the Jedi are gone. They have all but vanished.
So we all thought, but they have hidden themselves on Telos.
Out of my way, old woman.
Then, out of patriotism, Colonel Tobin goes sees the diabetic Lovecraftian Sith Lord, Darth Nihilus.
I'm Colonel Tobin of the Onderon Lord, I bring news. There's an academy of Jedi on Telos. Perhaps hundreds of them. Enough to sustain you. And enough for you to free Onderon. Enough for you to free Onderon.
So you can either kill or let Kavar live, and he'll go to Dantooine. That's basically it for him.
Our paths will cross again.
Then finally we make it to Dantooine, the last planet on the list, to find Master Vrook. We land on the remains of the Metali residents from the first game after they all got wiped out from Malik's attack, and it got renamed to Kunda.
A visitor. Please, come in. Welcome to Kunda.
We ask her where Vrook is. She says he's in the Jedi Enclave ruins. She gives us the key card access, and then we go there. Then getting to the ruins, we meet this cuck. Who the hell are you?
I am an historian and scientist working for the Republic. Although I'm certain my contemporaries would judge me more a historian than scientist.
Bitch, say less.
Seems to me like our goals are compatible. If you would have me.
Sadly, with the dialogue, we cannot say no to Disciple joining us, so he joins us no matter what. But behind Disciple are some dead mercenaries, and we find out that Vrook has been taken to the Chirac Caves.
Halt, settler. This is a restricted area. How the hell did...
I need that old bitch. Give me him.
Always rushing into action without thinking of the consequences. Kunda is in danger.
So we save Vrook. He tells us we're a dumbass for saving him, and he says the mercenaries are coming to kill everybody at Kunda.
You are the Jedi I've heard reports of, and I am Azkul, leader of the mercenaries on Dantooine.
So he says join him or die with the rest of Kunda, so we just tell him buzz off, Gooner.
You'd better reconsider.
Go back to your goon cave.
Men, I trust you can handle this Jedi.
So you kill the mercenaries and get back to Kunda and get ready for the other mercenary camp to attack.
I will hurry to the mercenary camp and delay their assault however I can.
I hope you don't die in agony.
You're responsible for the surprises we've had during this battle. Stand aside. I was trained at Malak's academy. Your tricks won't work on me. You're just another dead Jedi.
Okay, after marrying those bitches, we finally get our 4,000 credit reward, then go talk to Master Vrook, and he says he's going to the Jedi Enclave. And now we have all the Jedi Masters, we can go to the Enclave now to continue the ending for the story.
It is different. It has been some time.
It is not as it was.
But perhaps that is for the best.
You must leave. And you must leave without your tie to the Force. It is a punishment reserved for only a few, and only when necessary. But we have the power to cut you off from the Force, and it must be done.
Forgive us, but it is necessary.
Do not be afraid. You shall feel no pain, but this must be done.
Enough! Step away from her.
What?
Step away! She has brought truth, and you condemn it. The arrogance. You will not harm her. You will not harm her ever again.
I thought you had died in the Mandalorian Wars.
Die? No. Became stronger. Yes.
Is this your new master, Exile? If so, then you follow Revan's path. Her teachings will cause you to fall as surely as he did.
She is difficult to see. She's like a shadow of the Exile.
As you would pass judgment on her, I have come to pass judgment on you all. Do you wish to feel the teachings born of the Mandalorian Wars? Of all tragedies that scream across the galaxy? Let me show you. You, who have forever seen the galaxy through the Force. See it through the eyes of the Exile.
After that, the handmaidens come and take Kreia to Atris on Telos.
What are we gonna do? If we don't stop her, then everywhere, they're gonna lose their lives.
If I lose her, it will be my failing.
Soon your ship will come, my master. I will bring her before you, but I will not let you have her.
I know you can hear me. I have always known. It is why I followed you. I have destroyed planets for you, General. But now, this once, if we could save something in this galaxy, I need to do this, or I will die inside.
After waking up, we find out that Kreia did not just kill all the Jedi Masters, she drained them fully of the Force and their essence. Then we go back to the ship.
I have found the Exile, and that which hunts the Jedi. The Sith will attack Telos. They believe many Jedi lie hidden on its surface. We are going there now to aid them. Mikal out.
Then we find out Krim manipulated Atris to get us kicked off the Jedi Order in the first place.
I did as you asked, so long ago. You seem familiar to me.
Atris, I have always been here.
You are that which has attacked the Jedi. You are Sith.
Sith is a title, yes, but like you, the title is not who I am. It is not what I believe. For you, it is different.
At this point, we can admit Sarah Kesselman is giving Oscar-worthy voice acting performance here. It's that good. But at this point, Kreia turns Atris to the dark side and we have to stop her, so we go to Telos.
Leave now, while you can. Save Telos. Save the galaxy.
After torturing an HK-50 droid, HK-47 infiltrates the HK-50 base on Telos, where they make the HK-50 units to hunt and the Exile and track them down. Neither of the main decisions matter for the story, but you can either choose to destroy the HK-51 and the HK-50 units, or save the HK-51 units and put HK-47's memory core in it, officially taking over the factory.
HK-47. There is something treated as nothing more than a walking blaster. We are superior, tactically and socially, and it is time we expressed some degree of independence in our actions. We have a voice and the power to negotiate, either with our protocol skills and preferably with our combat logic upgrades. And that is what we will do.
Then we get to the Citadel station where Darth Nihilus' Sith troopers are attacking. So everyone, including the people we helped on the other planets, help us.
Lieutenant Grant, Sith forces have breached the module and are attempting to pen us up in the compound. Damn. Zeron!
I must leave you for a time to gather my Mandalorian warriors. We will rejoin you when the time comes.
The battle for Telos is really short. You and what sides you chose for each planet just help you mow through Sith. Then you go to Darth Nihilus' ship and try and stop him.
Let we Mandalorians lead the charge into battle and to victory. Kelborn, Zuka, you will be joining us.
Let's close the trap. Concentrate all fire on the warship and deploy red and blue wings to engage enemy fighters.
Sir, at this distance, our weapons will barely scratch it.
We can't hope to match its firepower, but we need to draw it away from Telos.
Sir, if it keeps firing on Citadel Station, the station won't be able to maintain its orbit.
I am aware of the situation, Lieutenant. I do not intend to lose Telos twice. And I know that ship. It was a Malachor 5.
You were right about the vessel, Mandalore. It is of Malachor. It still bears the wounds of Mandalorian guns.
Then let's finish this, and remind the galaxy of Malachor 5.
What was that about?
Nothing you need to worry about.
After going for the ship and planting explosive charges, we finally see Colonel Tobin.
Have you come to kill me? The final insult. As long as he exists, Onderon is in danger. The galaxy is in danger. What would you have me do?
Report to the target site. Colonel, I'll let my men know you're coming.
I will do as you ask, for Onderon's sake.
After that, Tobin goes to set off the final reactor core to sacrifice himself to blow up the ship. And we go fight Nihilus. Then we finally kill him, and Beatrice looks at her dead master.
I saw a graveyard world, surrounded by a fleet of dead ships. I felt it through him, as I feel it through you. You are my master now, and I will follow wherever your path takes you. My path.
And for some reason, Canderous tells us a story about why Revan left.
Revan said the Mandalorians didn't invade the Republic space 10 years ago because it was our choice. We were tricked. Our entire people sacrificed as pawns, and never knew it. He said there was a war coming, that it was waiting out in the unknown region, in the dark, waiting for us to destroy each other.
A war? This war?
No, not this one. Another one. More terrible. Against an evil we couldn't begin to comprehend. A war of belief that had been fought for thousands of years. Revan went off to fight it.
And left you here.
Revan was one of the greatest military leaders in the galaxy. In history. He knew what he was doing.
Then after that expedition, we finally leave the ship and go to Telos.
It's a little beat up, but it's still home. I wasn't able to be here to protect it when the Sith attacked the first time. This time you gave me a second chance. I owe you.
What happened to you and Revan?
He told me to stay here to try to keep the Republic strong, and that he would return. It was the hardest request I ever had to follow. Tell him that Admiral Onasi is following his orders. Safe journey, exile.
Did she know?
No, she didn't.
There are times I fear we shall never know where he left Karth, and I cannot live not knowing the answer.
He asked us to stay to keep the Republic safe. It was important to him. And after meeting the exile, I'm convinced that there are worse things to lose in the galaxy.
Earlier, Krayt went to Malachor and took over as the Sith Lord again.
It has been some time.
Why have you returned?
Because now I understand why the exile did what she did. There is much to be done.
So you finally arrive at Malachor 5, eviscerate the local animals, and see what Mira's side story is.
Hanhar! You're kidding me.
After fighting Hanhar, you can either kill him in anger, or make him take you to Kreia, then mercy kill him. But no matter what, his story ends on Malachor 5. So finally we make it to the Atreus Academy on Malachor, and get a surprisingly nice welcome. Like, I'm glad someone acknowledges our greatness. Now getting to the droid story part for HK, Godo, and the remote. Beadora has the remote activate the mass shadow generator console so Malachor 5 can explode again, destroying it for good.
You have done all I asked, all you were built for, and for that, thank you.
watching. The probability of the Iridonian installing trigger commands within your core was high. If the General issues the command, only I will be here to receive it. You realize I cannot permit you or the Exile to activate the mass shadow generator here on Malachor. In that, your programming and mine conflict. Let us wait here, you and I, for the General's orders and calculate the probable fate of the galaxy.
Correction. One could rust listening to your speeches, Fat One. Perhaps it is the large unwieldy vocabulator within your moon-sized frame that prevents your calculations from taking me into account. And while I find this small droid annoying in the extreme, I find my urge to shoot takes a higher priority.
Unfortunately for you, I have arranged for friends to meet me here, and you seem to have brought them to your own. Stop him.
Unexpected correction. We are not here to aid you. We are here because our predecessor unit summoned us. Statement. As always, Fat One, you have miscalculated.
Ah, an unfortunate oversight. Either way, the Republic is...
Observation. I thought he would never die.
Then we get to the Jedi companions.
I say we fire a rocket at her right now and blow her screaming, burning body into the heart of this planet.
It wouldn't work. If there were other distractions, maybe. If she wasn't telepathic, maybe. If you want to kill her like that, you need something else to occupy her attention. Otherwise, you might just wound her.
But for some reason, these fucking dumbasses go against Kreia one by one until they get demolished.
And I get the fool.
Funny. That's just what I was thinking.
After fighting Scion, we go for the Treyas Core Temple and free our companions. Or just kill them, which is more funny. We tell Mandalore, get the companions and leave Malachor.
I can't say I'm happy to be back here, but I believe we can do what must be done.
And while going to the Treyas Core, we meet Scion.
You should not have come to Malachor. She will break you, your mind, your body. You will be lost. Return to the surface. Let the planet claim you, as it claimed the other Jedi.
Shut the hell up. Haha, I win, bitch.
Why did she choose you? What makes you able to defeat me?
Because I got more aura, bitch. Now, lay down and die.
She will try to break you, to teach you how far someone can fall. Her weakness is you, as you are mine. I am glad to leave this place, at last.
Womp womp, bitch. Now, after 40 hours of gameplay, we finally get to the end and see Traya.
At last you have arrived. Is Malachor as you remember?
Why did you send me down this sick-ass rabbit hole of Alice in Wonderland shit?
It was part of your training. And there must always be a Darth Traya. The galaxy needs its betrayers, especially in the times to come.
Shut up and fight me. Kreia, stop this madness.
If you do not kill me, I shall end you. Strike me down. End this. You will not show me mercy. I will see you break before you do.
Bro, you're acting weird. Stop.
At last, it is done. You are greater than any I have ever trained. There is nothing holding you here, not any longer, matters to you at this last moment. I shall look into the future and tell you of what I see. It is my last gift to you, from one exile to another.
Why did you save me?
I would have killed the galaxy to preserve you. I would have let the galaxy die. You are more rare than you know, And what you have taught yourself must not be allowed to die. You are not a Jedi, not truly. And it is for that that I love you.
After that, Kreia succumbs to her injuries and dies.
Need any company? I mean, I'm not doing anything. Besides, if I'm not around to bail you out of trouble, who knows what could happen. Alright then. Where are we going again? I mean, because last time we were heading towards this mining colony on the edge of space, and there was this Sith Lord and—
Only reason why I installed the restored content mod just for this ending alone. It's peak. And after all that, we go into the unknown regions, into Knights of the Old Republic 3.
Yes! 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 No! 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 Fuck! Shit!
Atris, what to do with you? You guys kicked off the council, you told Darth Nihilus to the other Jedi Council members were on Kotor and had them all killed. You plan on making a Jedi and Sith order with all their history and making one new order, which is kind of cool. But you failed and you had a crappy boss fight. 7 out of 10. Darth Sion, the granny beater upper 5000, literal John Cena of granny beating. Imagine hating somebody so much, you beat the shit out of them instead of using Force Lightning or your lightsaber on them. You just beat the crap out of them. When you first play the game, he is horrifying. He is as horrifying as Darth Vader to a certain extent when you first see him. He's a literal BDSM corpse. He is I Sleep with Fire Blades. He's that scary. But by the end, he's kind of okay, and he kind of lost a lot of his aura, especially when at the end, when he became submissive to Kreia. But I think he was a really interesting and cool villain. But he's still my favorite villain out of all of them. 9 out of 10. Holy Christ, Darth Nihilus I have mixed feelings about. He is probably one of the most badass-looking, badass Star Wars characters, but in this game, it does not do him justice. The reason for him to not outright kill us in the boss fight is okay, because he tries to suck our life out, but we are a wound in the Force also, so it counteracts, and it hits him. That kind of makes sense, but the boss fight is crap. He literally dies, and he is one of the most powerful characters. He can suck the life force out of anybody. But in a lightsaber fight, he is balls, like that bad. And also, I wish they gave him actual voice lines instead of the Sith speaking voice lines. There was a lot of stuff they could have done with this character, but they didn't. And I know the game was rushed, but there could have been a lot more potential in this besides the comics. He is a really cool looking character. 7 out of 10.
More.
Just ranking the companions. This seems about right. Yeah, this looks good. Yeah. I didn't put Kreia in the villain category because she's not really a villain, but not a hero. She is in between, but she's been fully light side, fully dark side, and as a great Jedi. She's been a Jedi Master, a Sith Lord, and completely in between of her philosophy. There's a good video on YouTube called Kreia's Philosophy, if you guys are interested in that, to see her full motives. But she wanted to stop the Jedi and Sith by just killing the Force in general. And in her way, that is somewhat admirable. But yeah, she's not just the best companion, she's like one of the best written Star Wars characters in general. Number 1, of course. Ooh-wee, Canderous Ordo. Mandalore the Preserver. Like, the greatest character in this game, in my opinion. Like, holy shit, his aura is shining off his armor. Number 2. Okay, number 3, HK-47. In some ways, he's my favorite character just from how funny he is. He's sarcastic, mean, makes death threats, literally perfect. Who wouldn't want him as a droid? But I'm putting at number 3 in this because he has a very minimal amount of things to do in this game like he did in the last game. But I'm glad the restored content mod gave him more stuff to do, because if it wasn't the restored content mod, he would definitely be lower. I don't know why, there's something about Adam, his aura, his Han Solo-is badassery. and him being a Sith and leaving the Sith after falling in love and killing a Jedi, and then finding him as a smuggler in Paragus, and then turning him into a Jedi is pretty cool. Ventress is a really cool character in my opinion. She starts out as someone I kind of hated just for being Nihilus' apprentice and trying to kill us, and then just slowly builds up the trust and in an awesome way. Like, she slowly becomes the light side and turns against him and says, I will bring her to you, but I will not let you kill her. And I wish they went to the relationship of her and Nihilus, because Nihilus in some ways sees himself in her from the Soul Survivor complex. As he survived Malachor 5 and she survived Kotor, that's what he saw. Brienne the Handmaiden. There's this thing with her mom having different dad with her other sisters. It's a full fucking thing, I don't know. But her relationship with Ventress is interesting, and she's a pretty decent companion. Number 6. Mira, she's an okay companion. Making her Jedi is pretty easy, and her relationship with Hanhar is pretty cool. Saving a Wookiee and him just hunting you forever is quite wild, honestly. Beidura, he's a character I like, but he's kind of like a blank slate. He's fine. T3M4, I love the little guy, but he doesn't do jack shit. He doesn't even get to the final level. He was useful in the beginning, but then that's it for him. Goto is mildly useless, but his story about being a droid built by the Republic, then faking his identity so he would look human to the exchange by taking it over was actually pretty freaking badass. But that's it for him. Hanhar's just basically Mira but dark side, and doesn't speak English, so like less appealing. Basically, he's just there for the appeal. He's like an accessory, like Black Chrysanthemum from the Book of Boba Fett. 3CMD, he doesn't do jack shit. He's only in the prologue and dies in the beginning of Paragus. He's the equivalent of brain-damaged horse from Family Guy, but he's still more useful than Disciple in my opinion. God, I hate this guy. I saw this comment and this is the best way to describe him. Mikael is the type to hold the hand of a lady while she's being ran through by a bunch of guys and remind himself, at least we have an emotional connection. Okay, now for the planets. Korriban, that's like my favorite, spooky and cool. Malachor 5, it's fine, I guess. There's not a lot of shit to do. It's okay for a final battle place. M478, it's kind of like Paragus, but a little better, and I respect the mod designers. Onderon, it would be first if there was more like interactive stuff to do besides the main story. Telos, it's a fine planet. It's like a second starter planet like Terrace, but a little worse, but it's still okay. Shaddaa, that's a fine planet. And I also really like Duxn. There's a lot of stuff to do, especially with the Mandalorian. And Paragus, that's at the bottom. I did not like it as a prologue. And Dantooine's a pretty chill planet. I really liked it. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2 came out December 6, 2004 for Xbox and released February 8, 2005, literally 3 weeks before I was born, and released on other systems throughout the past 2 decades. Knights of the Old Republic 2 was made by Obsidian and had Chris Avellone, the Beloved, as one of the lead designers, and Mark Grimsky, who composed and written most of the music, which was amazing. This soundtrack is awesome. In 2013, Chris Avellone admitted that LucasArts rushed and they forced Obsidian to make the game faster, even though they told them it would be an unfinished state, and they still made them make it. And when they had the full story for Knights of the Old Republic 3 and shut it down, even though Obsidian gave a great pitch for it and already had a lot of it written already. If you think Disney was problematic with stuff, LucasArts, specifically the games section, shut down so much awesome stuff, and there's so many cool games that were in alpha or pre-alpha that never got to see the light of day. Also, it's been announced recently there's been some rumors on a KOTOR TV show made by Disney.
God! No! God, please, no! 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 No!
The story's 10 out of 10, greatest Star Wars story ever, literally. Dialogue 8 out of 10, characters 9 out of 10, pacing 7 out of 10, gameplay mechanics 7 out of 10, voice acting 10 out of 10. Music 9 out of 10, villains 8 out of 10. If it's going to be like the plain vanilla game, like the one you play on Xbox, it's going to be like a 7.9 out of 10, the full game. But for the PC players who added the restored content mod, it goes up to 8.5 out of 10. It's so much better. Also, this entirety for the review has been on Disciple's forehead.